Ashe, this is Gabrielle or Omscorpius, your Satanic Witch here for our monthly special pick a card, 4 piles, messages from our higher selves with runes to help you identify which pile resonates with you. I hope you're having a good Sagittarius season. I hope that you're having a good winter, happy holidays, happy Christmas, all that good stuff. So definitely hit that like and subscribe, and we're going to jump right into it. I'm pretty excited. I have the Oracle cards here, and we're going to do the Weaver's Tarot to add more detail to our oracles, okay? So bear with me with these names of these rooms. I don't know how to say all of them that well, but we're going to do what we do. I also pulled out the what do they call, the fortune cookies, along with the runes to help you identify which pile resonates with you. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 messages from our higher selves. Okay, so our first one, we have FEHU. I'm trying my best. It's FEHU, and it deals with wealth, luck, energy, and foresight. Wealth, luck, energy, and foresight. All right, and the quotes, this was a very bountiful pile, so dealing with wealth, it was a lot of cards wanted to come out, you know, like only this one had a crazy amount of cards, and fortune cookies kept wanting to come out. So our first fortune cookie is I am beautiful, pile number 1. I am beautiful. Think of the biggest impact you can have. Now take action. Pile number 1. Think of the biggest impact you can have. Now take action. And your last fortune cookie, because so much wanted to come out for pile number 1. An open mind makes life more fun. An open mind makes life more fun. So, yeah, turn my music down a little bit. Ooh, it shook the whole table. Okay, you guys okay? It was an earthquake. So, that was pile number 1 with wealth, luck, energy, and foresight. Lots of cards here. Pile number 2, we have 2 runes that wanted to come out. So one didn't have anything on it. I'm not sure what that means right now, but see, everything wants to happen all of a sudden while I'm doing this. Alright, so I'm back. So with this one, we had 2 runes that wanted to come out. One didn't have anything on it. I'm not sure what that means, but I feel like we'll figure that out as we get into it. But the only rune that actually wanted to come out was this baby right here, and I think it's pronounced NAUTHIZ. It's NAUTHIZ. It deals with need, self-reliance, endurance, and survival. Need, self-reliance, endurance, and survival. Okay, that one. All right, and your fortune cookie, give yourself some peace and quiet for at least a few hours. Okay, give yourself some peace and quiet for at least a few hours. Guys, I'm not kidding. I have a whole bag full of fortune cookies that I didn't write. I love it. So pile number 3, we have URUZ, and this deals with Ox, physical strength, untamed potential. Ox, physical strength, untamed potential. All right. And our fortune cookies for this one is there are easier ways to wealth than you realize. There are easier ways to wealth than you realize. All right. And the other one is, I can overcome anything I put my mind to. I can overcome anything I put my mind to. Awesome. That seems like Ox energy for sure. Our last pile, pile number 4, which you can't really see right here. This one was THURISAZ. Bear with me, guys. THURISAZ, which deals with thorn, reactive, force, defense, and conflict. Thorn, reactive, force, defense, and conflict. Got that conflict energy from our monthly energy anyways with what is it, severing something with the Mars energy. And the fortune cookie says, I choose to be happy no matter what happens. Cool. I choose to be happy no matter what happens. All right, so we're going to jump in it because I'm ready to go. All right. So we're going to go ahead and scoot these cards to the side, and we're going to start with pal number 1. All right, oracles first, Oculus, and then tarot. Okay, so let's go ahead and start out with FEHU. I'm saying these things so wrong. All right, FEHU, wealth, luck, energy, and foresight. Wealth, luck, energy, and foresight. All right. So let's see what we got. We got our elephant here, by the way. Hello, half a lump. All right. So I am beautiful. Think of the biggest impact you can have. Now take action. An open mind makes life more fun. Fortune cookie time. All right, so let's see. We got a lot of cards here, lots of oracles with a thick conglomerate. So the first one we have is undying love. The love you have is shared, is internal, regardless of the situation. Okay. With this card, I get a sense that the universe definitely loves you infinitely. Your higher selves love you infinitely. I hope I mentioned this is messages from our higher selves. I'm just realizing this now. You also got more love and light. Your purpose is to heal and to bring love into this world. Okay, divine healing light. Okay, pal number 1. Okay, we got our Starseed Oracle. Surrender to the sweetness. Venus energy. Pleasure, joy, make love to life. There's a lot of love in pal number 1. Abundance of love. And I feel like maybe this is a way to unlock wealth, luck, and energy. I feel like the energy it's really working with is on the love frequency. Luck is on your side. New moon and Sagittarius. So this is a seeding process. I feel like planting seeds would be a good thing to do so that you can kind of harvest all of this love. Love is the biggest thing. There's love here. Three different oracles have love. Venus is the planet of love. Undying love, love, and light. So our next one is our familiars, which are lucky, and you got fairy. This is awesome. Glamour. All right, glamour. So I feel like with this fairy card, it's really stepping into your love, Venus energy of glamour, and even luck is associated with this, with wealth. I feel like this message is to really reassure you that you deserve a life of glamour, a life of wealth, a life of luck, and use that energy of love to get that. And you know, if you are having a hard time healing, maybe utilize some of that love within and do some inner healing. I'm getting from this fairy card. This feels like something maybe connected to someone out there, if you have fairy lineage. So oh yeah, and some of these had the dark goddess in there because of me not shuffling out my cards properly. So I just kept them in there because I didn't know. So there was 2 shadow cards that wanted to pop out in these cards, so they're a little bit different. And we're going to see what the shadow card is. I don't remember what it was. Envy. Damn. All right, envy. So I get this feeling of a mixture of being mindful of people being envious of your luck, of your light, and you being envious of other people who have luck and light. And really don't, you know, whenever there's a shadow that comes up and you feel competitive, instead of being jealous, that's really a trigger for you to be inspired, because you don't desire things you don't want. Okay, you don't get jealous of things that you don't want. And so if there's beauty and glamour and wealth that you tend to get envious of, that's an indication of that's something that you want for yourself. All right. maybe dealing with some lack mentality in the pain of the shadow. Within the shadow, the pain of lack, or not enough. Okay, so I would say envious people around you and envy within you. All right, so we've got these 3 oracles. Let's see what we got. Fertility, love again. Boundaries, setting boundaries, and I think this is directly related to this envious card. Setting boundaries with people who are envious of you for even wanting to pursue luck, wealth, and love energy and light. People who are envious of your light, definitely setting healthy boundaries with them is a message that your highest self wants you to know and to utilize. So I'm getting a stronger feeling that this is related to other people being envious of you. Okay. We have the Wiccan read. It says, in perfect love and perfect trust, 8 words the Wiccan reed fulfills. Ye harm none and do as ye will. Never ever mind the rule of 3. Everything's coming back to you threefold. What we send out comes back to thee. Follow this with mind and heart. And marry ye meet, marry ye parts. Okay, so I would say with this one, it's a point of being intentional with the energy that you put out. Like I said, if there's a part of you that has this shadow envy within you, just being jealous is nothing but shadow projection, and that will come back. It's weak to do that because it shows that you lack some type of shadow work and you project instead of make yourself better. There's 2 ways you can do with shadow, and you can do it one way that leads to more self-destruction, or one that is more creative. And so I feel like this is definitely being mindful of the words that you speak, having trust in the things that you manifest and the things that are manifesting. If you are manifesting wealth, luck, love, and light into your life, okay? I feel like there's a sense of maybe mindful of your words and using your words with responsibly. Using your words responsibly and holding other people to use their words responsibly around you by holding boundaries with them. Okay? And now my favorite, a lot of Isis cards wanted to come out. Isis had a lot to say to this pile, so let's check them out. We have the Eye of Horus, awakening the divine perception. Okay, with this awakening the divine perception, I feel like closely ties into the Wiccan read. With greatness comes responsibility. Okay, I think responsibility in protecting what is yours, from yourself and from other people, because you can even undermine yourself through shadow by projecting onto others, not being mindful that what you put out will return to you threefold. So why would you project things that you are only coming from you? Okay, it's being aware of what shadow does, what light does, and what you're doing with those energies. So with more power, more wealth, more luck, more energy, comes responsibility. And I feel like even with the high Eye of Horus, it's really having like this eagle eye view of what's going on around you and being able to detect envy, and who to hold boundaries with. So our next one is Spirit of Isis, Triumph of the Goddess, Triumph. And so I feel like this is a validation that from your highest self that you are being looked out for. I feel like this is something that someone is actually embarking on a new journey of love and light, and really trying to understand how it works. And I think it takes a little bit of surrendering to the fact that it's already happening. You're not, how can you become what you already are? You just have to stop doing what you are not. you know, in order to become what you are. And so I feel like this is kind of letting you know that, you know, just to like breathe and surrender to the moment, surrender to what you know to be true. Because I feel like there's like a knowing in this pile. Life restored, priestess of the phoenix. So I feel like, again, life restored is like, okay, so this could also refer to like maybe some lessons learned, and that you die a little just so you can be reborn like the phoenix. It's very interesting. Priestess of the phoenix. Okay, I'm gonna leave it there. Temple of the black obsidian, the dark healing chamber. So I feel like this is related to your shadow and a shadow of envy. Okay, because this is the second time something regarding healing had came out, and I feel like it's definitely related to some inner healing of envy with the Wiccan read, like using your words properly and responsibly, because if you're putting out jealous energy, you'll attract more jealous energy. Okay, so you know, you really have to attune that frequency a little bit and do some shadow work to address why you feel envious, and what are you doing to actually bring this wealth, this luck, this love energy into you. And foresight is also part of this rune, so it's really, again, Horus eye, to really see a bigger picture, to stand back and even see a bigger picture, not only with others around you, but within yourself as well. Seeing your light and your darkness as two parts of a whole piece, and how do these pieces function together properly? How do opposites complement each other? Are they working against each other? All right, so that's awesome. And then the last one is Rising Sun. That is a beautiful card. The divine solar child reborn, and this is making me think of the phoenix again. Divine solar child reborn. There's a lot of rebirth here, and I do feel like this is kind of being reborn in your darkness and gaining wisdom and bringing it into your light, understanding and learning from your lessons and gaining wisdom from them. I feel like you have been a victim of your own envious behavior and projecting it onto people, yet not understanding why you're not achieving that wealth, that love and light energy. So there's almost like a transmutative process happening right now, a process of healing. And I feel like your highest self wants you to go through this process of healing so that you can use your words better to bring in what you really want. Because I feel like there's a little bit of maybe messing something up, like a death or something has occurred in these energies, where you were not holding boundaries. I mean, even letting in people who are envious into your energies can have a negative effect on you over time. You know, it's like mixing a cake. And so sometimes the energies of another person do not mix well to create a cake for you. And it's not that the other person's ingredients are wrong or yours are wrong. It's just, it's the wrong ingredients to create what you're trying to create, which is wealth, luck, and love, light, energy. So, but this is a rebirth process. And so again, I go back to this surrendering to the sweetness of life, and make love to life. And love to life, life is light and dark. It is a process, okay? You can't have one without the other. So almost maybe I feel like pour some of that undying love onto your wounds as you transition with wisdom from your darkness into your light, okay? So ascending and descending is a whole process, and it's never ending. You rise to fall, and you fall to rise again. So I felt like that was some Horus energy right there. All right, so with that being said, we're going to move on to the tarot and see what the tarot has for you, pal number one. dealing with luck, wealth, energy, and foresight. All right, so let's see what we got for you. All right, hold on. Okay. Let's see, I'll shuffle out and just read what comes out. Okay. So, let's see what we have here. Conqueror of Coins, the Anchor, Judgment, Judgment, the High Sage, Three of Cups. There's some pain here. Justice again. Justice and Judgment is kind of heavy. I feel like something is tipping in your favor. The Hermit, that's shadow work. Ruler of Wands, okay. Ruler of Cups. The Lovers, wow, okay. Again, more love. More love here. Love and pain is here. So I really feel like this is anchoring yourself down into your root chakra where there is some pain. Okay, with this Three of Cups. And like understand that when you ascend, you're not leaving your hell. You're not leaving your root chakra. It's all a part of you. And so you rooting yourself in your root chakra, in your hell, in your darkness is hermit work. Hermit work is, that is your inner light, because light comes from darkness. Okay, and so I feel like the cards are indicating that there is some pain in the darkness that really needs to be healed, and healing that is that root work, that anchoring, All right, I'm back. So my phone died, but we're back. So rooting yourself in your darkness to heal some of these shadows, and I feel like one of those shadows that wanted to come out was envy. If you want wealth, you can't go about it by shadow projection of envy, because you'll only get back lack and more envy. I mean, usually envious is like, I want something somebody else has you don't have. And really, if that is the case, you can transmute that by seeing it as inspiration. Remember, the overall energy for December is sacred rage. It's not having shame towards these shadows. It's seeing them for what they are, as indicators of some pain within you. Okay? It's stop running away from your pain, because your shadows are not healing the pain. Healing comes from light, and love is one of the energies that we can heal the shadows where the pain is. So there is no shame. It's not one versus the other, because we have both energies within us. So anchor yourself in your shadow, and this can reverse and transform, because you have Phoenix energy in your oracles. It will transmute what is causing maybe a blockage, what is causing slowed energy. Okay, and so we have Conqueror of Coins, and I feel like this is part of this wealth energy, part of this luck. And I feel like luck is already on your side. I feel like this is a little bit of awareness of how this is already working. And I feel like if it's not an idea of how like the process of transmuting it is, you have an idea of what you want for yourself. It's just, how do I get that? And so you have the Ruler of Cups, which deals with emotions, and you also, you know, with this Three of Cups, that is that pain that we're indicating. And so Ruler of Cups with this, I'm getting, is really being aware of your emotions. and being aware of the emotions that are hidden within the shadow of the mind, the subconscious mind, which is just a emotion wrapped up in a thought. Okay? And the shadow in this case is protecting you from an emotion that is some type of pain related to this Three of Cups. So you want to be the ruler of that. And again, that's like with that trumping energy of the Hermit. So I feel like some of this, the need to be the conqueror of coins, is kind of driven by emotions and choices with the ruler of wands. Being aware of the things that you do out of shadow projection, being aware of the things that you do and what you say and speak and think, all of that is magic, all of that is spell work. And if you're doing a bunch of spell work based off of projections of your own pain, you're only hurting yourself more. It just doesn't make any sense to do it that way. It doesn't work. So, and it won't, I feel like even if you can accomplish things through pain, because you have very wealthy people who become millionaires and they kill themselves. So there is still, the pain doesn't go away with how much you accumulate. And it's almost like, what is it worth if you accumulate all of these things and you're still in pain? You're still not the ruler of wands and not the ruler of your cups. Your emotions and your actions. You're still doing your actions based off of envy. And so working on that and improving that, I feel like can be found in this group's shadow, which is transmuting the pain behind maybe some of your choices, choices that have been done to you. So I feel like with that envy card, there was a little bit of both, a little bit of pile number one's energy and an outside energy as well. And I feel like even if it'll help you transmute the energy outside of yourself if you're dealing with envious people. But first you have to transmute what's within you. And so our big energies here, I want to hit on this Judgment and Justice card. This is balance in harmony, which, like I said, your shadow side and your light side, you need these balance. And I feel like maybe there has been some tipping of the shadow side a little bit, being weighed down, and you are the ruler of this. So I know that I don't remember which one, if it's Justice or Judgment, but one of them deals with self-reflection. And so I want to say Justice because it has the sword, and swords deal with perception. And there's perception and emotions with this moon. And so it's really balancing the way you think, the way you speak, with how you feel. Balancing that out and what you're filling your emotions with. What's going on with your emotions? Are your emotions tipped into pain because you haven't been doing this shadow work? Or are they tipped into love? I mean, you don't really, I feel like if you're a sane person, you would want it to be balanced. So you're at peace. You're at peace. And I feel like Judgment is on your side to really make these choices, make the decision to be the ruler of yourself and becoming a god through doing the work. I feel like with Judgment, there's choices that have to be made, action to be made in order to yield wealth, luck, and energy of love. I would even say Judgment is probably on this pile number one side regarding doing this rebirth, because we had two indications of rebirth. I don't remember the other one, but I know the Phoenix came out. So and we have the High Sage. This is a spiritual teacher, a spiritual master. There's a sword here. There is elements of the moon's cycles, and this again is embracing that light and darkness within you. When you ascend, you always descend again. It's a process. It's a normal human process, and this is how we transmute energy by like the what is the infinity sign, where it's a constant flow. It's a dance. And so the high sage knows this. So you need to know it so that you don't try to trap yourself in one scale versus the other. You know what I mean? Balance. Because it's going to be a forever, there's always going to be flow. There's always going to be give and take. But make sure that you're giving as much as you're taking from yourself or from others, from feelings, emotions, whatever that you're going through. Make sure it's balanced. Make sure you're not sitting in pain and then it becomes toxified energy. Make sure you're not sitting just in love and then you're in denial of your pain. So yeah. And then lastly is the Lover's card. And I feel like with this is that inner love and outer love. I feel like this pile wants to love more, but they just don't understand how. And I feel like your higher self is letting you know it's all a process. It's all a process, because this month, December, is about sacred rage, not shaming the envy that you have, the envy that other people have for you, but transmuting that, not judging it, and seeing it as a teacher. If the devil and the shadow are nothing but lessons, they are our greatest teachers to become our best selves. Use your darkness to make you stronger. All right, so that was pile number 1. I hope you liked it. Felt like that was great. And I'm going to clean this up and we're going to move to pile number 2. All right, so pile number 2. I need to get that bag with my, oh shit, put these back in here. All right. Okay, oh, I already dropped them. I said I was gonna, last minute, I'm like, you should read the core fortune cookies again. And it's too late, it's gone, I'm sorry. All right, so, I'm gonna put it right here. All right, so, pile number 2. With his NAUTHIZ. Bear with me, guys, you already know. And this one came with that one amethyst rune that didn't have anything on it. This pile deals with, let me get it right for you. This pile deals with need, self-reliance, endurance, survival. Need, self-reliance, endurance, survival. Pile number 2. Your fortune cookie is: give yourself some peace and quiet for at least a few hours. Peace and quiet. Great. So our first one to go is purification. It's time for a cleansing detoxification of your mind and body. All right. So we got some indications from your higher self letting you know that there are some shadows that need transmuting. You are divinely supported by your angels. Your life purpose fully supports you. All right. And I feel like if you feel like you don't have time to heal, or if there are things that you're afraid of letting go and cleansing and detoxifying from, you're completely supported in this process. This is actually part of the process. You've been guided to do this, and maybe this is you needing to heed those messages of divine support. Your starseed oracle is the a big picture thinking, guys, big picture thinking, Pleiades energy. Pleiades, we got some extraterrestrials here. Visionary, inspired ideas. So if you have some ideas, like I said, heeding messages that you've been getting. I feel like you've been getting messages in this pile, a need. And look, the rune, it is need. Need, endurance, survival. And I feel like the survival, the self-reliance is part of this purification process that you have to go through. There's some things that you're going to have to release in order to get more inspired ideas. I feel like one of the inspired ideas is to release, is to detoxify, is to cleanse, okay? And this is going to help you have a clear vision. I see this door as like a mirror, and it's like wiping it clean so that you can see the vision better. Whatever is on the other side that is meant for you to see, you need to clean it. It's dirty, all right? So our moon oracle is the answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini. So this deals with some communication. I feel like maybe you're afraid to release something that deals with communication because you don't know if something new will come in. The answers you need are coming, but what we need you to do is to detoxify and cleanse so that you can see them when they come, because right now your mirror is a little bit funky, foggy. Sorry, no offense, but all right, so giggle time. All right, so our familiar, ooh, the nymph, that's awesome. With promiscuity, I can't say it, but being promiscuous. I feel like this may have to do with love, maybe some new love in your life, something like that. It could have to do with maybe being seduced into toxic things that aren't good for you, that your spiritual support team here with the angel wants you to move away from. We'll see about that. Let's see what else we got. Intention. So again, I feel like I'm getting the message of not having a clear intention due to a lack of detoxification and cleansing. I feel like going back to that mirror again, the big picture thinking. I feel like you're afraid of a couple of steps ahead of you and not seeing the big picture of, once I walk this staircase, you know, I'm going to be at a new level, a new feat. And so you should be inspired to change your intention, change the direction, because I feel like your intention is maybe fogged up, and that's why you're kind of being seduced by this nymph energy. All right, so let's see what NAUTHIZ has to say. Proper burial for freedom. Sacrifice to Osiris, Lord of the Dead. Oh, snap. So you definitely have to release something in order to receive something. And I feel like some of what you're trying to receive is some type of freedom. Something that will bring you freedom. Something has to die in order for something to be reborn, or for something to bring life to you. There's some need to balance with these two different energies right here on Osiris's either side, and he's holding something with smoke, and the Ankh, of course, which is life. Oh, life and death. Oh God, I just got that. Oh no, Lord help me. Okay, so yeah, balancing life and death. I feel like life and death is a normal cycle, like I say, with light and darkness, and it's only when we hold on to something that's dead that we start to die with it, you know, and that's when the toxification starts to happen, and there's a need to release it so that rebirth can happen. So awesome. So let's go ahead and hit up your tarot cards and see what we have here for pile number 2, dealing with needs, self-reliance, endurance, and survival. Okay. Oh no, that was not good. Let's do it one more time. Oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh. All right, all right. Woo. All right. All right, so let's shuffle these out. I'm gonna do it one more time. One more. All right. All right, let's go. All right, so we got the Devil card. Okay, that's the one I pulled out. So Devil is lessons. Devil is shadow work, shadow necessary. I feel like you've gotten attached to maybe some pain that has now turned into suffering, which is a need to purify that energy now at this point. Devil energy is within all of us. It is nothing special or selective to anybody. And so I feel like this is a lesson for you to release, to learn, I feel like, the cycles of releasing and receiving. And understanding when you've sat in pain for so long that it is now turned into suffering. So we have the Ten of Wands, the Hangman. This is feeling stuck in your lessons. I feel like there may be it feels like a feeling of detachment, like as if you don't know that the toxic energy is a part of you. The pain is within you. And so there's some, I feel like, some trickery or getting lost in yourself and how to deal with the lessons that have been presented to you, to actually help you gain wisdom to move on, to move forward, to cycle out into something else. You always come back to devil energy, but you don't stay there. I mean, you could if you want to. I mean, do whatever you want. So we have the Pillar. Okay, we have 2 tens. Oh no, nine of coins, 10 of wands, 9 of coins, 4 of cups, 9 of swords. So let's do these 9s first, since that's a pattern we've got. I feel like with these 9s, this is getting almost, I feel like, a comfort zone. It feels like a comfort zone. Getting comfortable in your devil energy and not knowing how to get out, even though it is toxic at this point and there's a need to move out of it and cycle. Move into your cycle. Right now, I feel like there's a lot of sitting still with this Hangman energy in devil energy, and it's kind of like stuck at 9s, which is mind and the physical. And I feel like it's like, okay, if you've learned the lesson, move on. Or if you haven't learned the lesson, you have to utilize some aspects of the mind with this Hangman and realize, why do I feel stuck? What's keeping me stuck? You know, I feel like it's all in the mind. The Hangman is really good at making you feel stuck, and you're not really stuck. It's just your mind playing tricks on you. And that could be due to some shadow work needing to be done. Maybe the lesson hasn't been learned. And so I feel like that may be the Pillar for you. You know, I feel like this Pillar card is actually holding this rose here, and you're plucking a rose, you know. I feel like there's a realization that needs to happen so you can move into your star and to ascension. So, but I feel like the lesson is sitting right in front of your face, and your higher self is like, hello, hello, what are you doing? All right, so we have the 10 of wands, 4 of cups. So I feel a little bit of like maybe tied into something that has been established, or maybe feeling the need to commit or create something with this 10 of wands. There's a lot of strings on both of these hands, and it's like tied into this strange looking star. And I feel like it's a vision that has some type of emotional attachment to. You know, with the 4, it's the foundation. But I see a lot of energy that this foundation is kind of based in some type of devil energy or lessons. And there is a sense of choosing to be trapped. And that's as easy as not choosing it. To untrap yourself. Unhang yourself with this Hangman. So let me just look at these one more time. Because it's funny, you have the Ten of Wands, but your earth and air is stuck. But you keep like choosing to be stuck. So with the Ten of Wands is always an ending. I feel like your higher self is letting you know there's an impeding ending happening. Regardless if you feel stuck. I feel like it's almost like I'm almost saying time's up type of thing. Because I'm pretty sure this pillar is the Tower. So you have the Tower, the Devil, and the Hangman. Let me double check that. Alright, I am back. So the pillar is actually the Empress. And I feel like with the Empress, the Empress can move about very freely. The Empress is an embodiment of all 4 elements within one. She's even an embodiment of the High Priestess. And I feel like this is you realizing your power. It's funny, you have the Empress and the Devil, but it's like I feel like you can overcome this lesson because you are showing up as the embodiment of all 4 of your elements. And this is really just trickery of the mind. Really trickery of the mind. I definitely feel a releasing energy for this pile. I need to release maybe releasing the way you feel about this situation. Maybe releasing how you see the situation and transforming it. Because I keep getting drawn back to the Four of Cups, feeling like how do you release something that you have a vision for? You know? There's emotional investment in this Ten of Wands. There's definitely investment. There is ties there. Venus! Oh my god, Venus. Venus, get down. Get down, Venus. Venus, please. Please, Venus. Get away. Go. Alright, that was my cat, Venus. Alright, well, I think that's about it. So the power is within you, Empress, and, you know, learn your lessons with that devil energy. So we're gonna wrap this one up. I'm definitely gonna read that quote again. I'm sorry, pile number 1. I did not read your fortune cookie twice. My bad. I put it in the bag too quick. Alright, so thank you so much. I hope that resonated with you guys. That one had a little bit of confusion, and I feel like maybe that Hangman energy is really strong with pile number 2. But there's a need to be released from something, and I feel like it's part of your self-reliance. I mean, the Empress is very, she's got boss energy. It's kind of walking in your boss energy. Okay, so the quote for pile number 2 again was, give yourself some peace and quiet for at least a few hours. And I feel like maybe that's really to think about what you're doing, what you want, and why are you even feeling like stuck in this Hangman energy, and addressing the lesson of the devil energy. What is the lesson so you can move on with the wisdom, so you can get unstuck in your elements. I forgot which 2, my bad. Alright, I'm just forgetting everything. It's in one ear and out the other. Alright, so our pile number 3 with URUZ, which deals with ox, physical strength, untamed, what does it say? Untamed strength? What does it say? Oh, untamed potential, sorry. Ox, physical strength, untamed potential. Ox, physical strength, untamed potential. Pile number 3. Your fortune cookies was you can overcome anything you put your mind to. You can overcome anything you put your mind to. And there are easier ways to realize wealth than you realize. Ooh, fancy. Okay. All right. I like that one. All right. So our first oracle is boundaries. Love yourself enough to say no to others. Demands on your time and energy. Well, dang. So who's disrespecting pile number 3's boundaries? Okay. You're on the right path. Keep going. What you're doing, wait. Keep going. What you're doing is working. Keep going. Okay? All right? You're on the right path. I feel like if you've been putting up boundaries with people, it's for good reason and necessary, and not to stop doing that. The next one, our starseed, which is child of the cosmos. The intelligence of the universe lies within you, okay? So I feel like trusting what you're doing for your best self is right where you should be, all right? This is your strength. This is your untamed potential. If a child of the universe, that is a lot of energy. Understand that, appreciate that, and trust where you're guided. Have faith in your dreams. Have faith. That is beautiful. This is a beautiful pile. I really like it. With the ox energy. Okay, have faith in your dreams. So I feel like you're right where you belong. Stop worrying. Trust the process. Go where you're led, and trust where you're led. Okay? Trust the journey. The journey is the destination. Bat. Ooh, direction. Oh shit. Okay, so you're on a path. There's a lot of path energy here, like walking something. And I feel like the bat is a knight. And so I feel like at times when it's dark and you're not sure of where to go, trust what you're doing. Even if this means, like, in darkness, I think of shadows, of course. And with boundaries, I think of shadows because some people don't even know how to use their shadows. I didn't know either, so I'm not even talking shit. I'm just now realizing what shadows are and how to use them. But with boundaries, with the bat and darkness, I think of shadows. And so I feel like if you are moving on a path that gets dark sometimes, trust that what you're doing is necessary, and you know, saying no sometimes is necessary. We don't want to be tolerant of people who break our boundaries. There's two different types of tolerance. Tolerating people for being different, but it's different if you're tolerating somebody who disrespects your boundaries. You know what I mean? So trust yourself. You're on the right path if that's what you're doing. This was the other pile that got the shadow card. What a coincidence. Purification. Holding up boundaries. All right. So this is a lot of transmutative energy. Taking the darkness and making it into something else. I feel led back to the month of December, sacred rage. Okay, it's nothing personal, but it is energy that you can use, or, you know, put a boundary up. So I feel like maybe this pile is moving through some dark patches. I don't feel like the path is dark the whole way, but I feel like walking into darkness, know that you have to purify your energy, and this is a clarification and a validation of these boundaries are necessary for you. All right. Ancestors, remembrance, you are guided. I felt that with the child of the cosmos, and you're on the right path. I felt the energy of guidance, ancestors, protectors, guardians. Definitely trust your intuitive hits, because that's how they talk to you, and trust where you're led. Trust your path. You're doing perfectly fine. You're putting up the boundaries. Make sure you're purifying. Trust the direction that your ancestors are leading you, and maybe some of your ancestors may be bats. All right, so, and our last one is our Isis card, Truths unveiled. Ooh, the revelation of Isis. Damn, guys. Okay, so I feel like there are some things that are being revealed to you that are making you a little bit uneasy or unsure. And so you really have to have faith in your dreams, have faith in the communication that you have with your ancestors, your guardians, and, you know, have faith in the fact that you are the child of the universe, of the cosmos, who's being divinely guided through darkness and through light. Okay, I feel like the message of your highest self is that, hey, I'm talking to you. All right, so I feel like this pile is connected to their higher self, and there is communication happening between you and your higher self. There's communication between you and your ancestors as well on what direction to take, and you literally, all you have to do is have faith in that and act on it and walk the path. This is a revelation. This is confirmation for somebody who needs it. And this is a truth that is being unveiled to you, that you are divinely guided. And the boundaries that you put up are for a reason, because something needs to be purified around you in order for you to continue walking your path towards your dreams. Whether that's, yeah, that's it. All right, so we're gonna move on to our tarot. And this was an awesome pile. I really like the energy with this one. All right, so far I would say pile number, what was it, where are we at? Pile number 2 threw me for a loop. That was a little funky fresh. All right, so see what we got for you guys. Pile number 3, Ox, energy, physical strength, untamed, potential, untamed. Okay, so what we got here? Who wants to come out? What's going on here? Alright. The tower caught my attention with all of this happening. Looks like a stone. Electrified stone. So there's some major shifts happening with pile number 3. I feel like you need to trust those shifts. A tower is also a realization. A tower is, I think the month of December we had the Tower card, which was shaky foundations. Going back to square one, and really seeing things for what they are at their rawest form, which is darkness. It's a lot of untamed energy, and this was untamed potential here. I feel like whenever I see the Tower card, I think of a building that has been built on unstable foundations, and I feel like with this group, letting the tower fall is not going to hurt you if that's the direction you need to be in. I feel like this tower is coming down on someone else. So we have the 3 of coins, the 7 of coins, the High Sage wanted to come. One of the groups got the High Sage. I don't remember which one. My bad. I'm sorry. 8 of Wands. Eight of Cups. Fool. So, yes, there's definitely an ending happening. So, a rebirth can happen with the Fool. And I feel like this Fool card is wearing a crown. A child of the cosmos does not have to worry about towers. It just is what it is. It's untamed potential and energy. All you do is transform tower energy, and make sure you're rebuilding a new tower with some wisdom from the fall of the other one. This is not an end-all be-all type of situation for a child of the cosmos. This is a chance for you to transform yourself. And this high sage energy is transmutative energy, understanding cycles, beginning and endings. You can kind of see the Tower and the Fool card as a beginning and ending. So I feel like don't be afraid of destruction, because it's not you that's being destroyed. It's probably your human life is being destroyed a little bit, shaken up a little bit, which is why you have to be an ox. I feel that there's a sense of perseverance, and there's also, you know, this strength through the hard times, because you have unlimited potential, unlimited energy, and you're being guided through the Tower to a new beginning. So with these other elements, 8 of Cups and 8 of Wands. I want to say that this, I was going to say that this is like your connection emotionally, and your actions are connected with outside forces, like with other people, but I feel like this is an exchange of energy with you and your ancestors. And I feel like this is your direction. I feel the direction with the 8 of Wands, which is your choice is fire. You're more connected to the cosmos, your ancestors, and the support that you receive more than what you realize. And this, I feel like I almost say, trust the process. Trust the process. It says, your fortune cookie, I can overcome anything I put my mind to. You know, and I feel like this person in this pile, for pile 3 with the ox, your mind is connected to the cosmos, and you're not alone if your mind is connected to the cosmos. Not ever. You're always getting messages. That's who you are flowing your energy with. So with this 3 of Coins, I feel like this is a process of working on a skill. I feel like it's still very fresh, very new in the beginning. And I feel like your ancestors and the cosmos wants to let you know that there are easier ways to bring wealth into your life. Maybe you've been using a lot of physical strength. Maybe what you're doing or working towards takes patience. But with the 7 of Coins is something happening for you with the work that you're doing. And really, honestly, you're right where you belong. Trust the process, trust the journey, trust the direction, and trust what you are being, where you're being led, to get you to what you desire. And I feel like a bit of that may be wealth, and overcoming some of these obstacles or challenges, or the Tower energy, whatever darkness that you're going through, you will definitely overcome that. But it's both a skill, and I see an understanding and developing a new pattern happening as well. Okay, and you know, keep doing that, keep making things happen. I think it's, what is it, start with the talent, and then you know, you can make plenty of skills. You can be skilled at anything with practice, and practice makes perfect. So that was awesome. Thank you, pal number 3. I think that was all that needs to be said for you. And I'm not going to read your fortune cookies. Like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm sorry, pal number 1. I'm going to say this until I get to pal number 4. I'm sorry, pal number 1. So, I can overcome anything I put my mind to. There are easier ways to wealth than you realize. Ta-da! So, thank you so much. I hope you guys like this so far. I hope you're hitting that like button. Please get me in those algorithms. Alright, so pal number 4, which deals with thorn, reactive force, defense, and conflict. Where is it? Okay. Thorn, reactive force, defense, and conflict. Pal number 4. Your fortune cookie is, I choose to be happy no matter what happens. No matter the conflict, no matter the reactive force, no matter the defense, I choose to be happy no matter what. I'm so curious to see what your oracles are. I had to take a sip of water. So our moon oracle is Guardian Artemis. You and your loved ones are safe and spiritually protected. Nice, nice, nice. So I feel like that's like Artemis letting you know that happiness is secure in this time of conflict. And conflict was in the collective reading for the month of December with the severing something. I can't remember the whole card, but it was Mars energy, which is usually ambition or conflict if people don't know what they're doing. Trust. Damn, this is beautiful. Trust your gut. Trust your feelings and dreams to guide your career path. All right, we got a lot of wealth in these collective readings. Everyone got a little sprinkle of wealth. That's that Jupiter energy I've been telling you. Sprinkle. Okay, so trust your feelings, your dreams to guide your path. And again, I feel like with Artemis, this happiness that you're going to have no matter what happens, no matter the defenses, the thorns, the reactive force, you're going to be happy. It is protected, okay? Just trust it. Water your garden. Damn, that's like that's love. That's okay. Water your garden. Nourishment, body care, tenderness, and rest. Love yourself. Be tender with yourself. Definitely during conflicting times, be tender with yourself and garden yourself. Water yourself. Take time to breathe out. What do you need to release? It's a win-win forecast. So I feel like whatever you're worried about, whatever this conflict is really nothing to worry about. I feel like it'll work itself out in your favor, and that you really just need to breathe, okay? And balance the scales. This is full moon in Libra. I feel like emotions are running high, and so that may have some influence on your communications that leave it imbalanced. There may be others around you that are imbalanced in their communication because emotions are running high. But I feel like for you, the message is from your higher self is to release those things, release the worry that's attached to the forecast with all this conflict and storm energy going on around you, okay? Remember, month of December, sacred rage. Don't take it personal, all right? It's easier said than done, but it can be done. So we have advantage, the mouse. I feel like this is playing it cool, like small as a mouse, quiet, just minding your business. I don't want to be like, be sneaking around, taking food. Don't do that. But tiny as a mouse. I feel like it would be an advantage if maybe you minimize this conflict to about a mouse. And you know, that mouse isn't hurting nobody. He's just, you know, being a mouse. I don't know what I'm saying. It's getting late and I'm getting goofy. So I feel like make it small. Make the conflicts small, and not make it so big and so personal and so outrageous that it's like you're scared that your happiness and your loved ones are going to be hurt, you know, and you're not nourishing your garden. I feel like doing that is an advantage. I don't want to say make the conflict less important, because where there's conflict there's pain and it's important, but don't make it so important that you're not watering your garden. You're not focusing on choosing to be happy no matter what happens. You're choosing what's happening over being happy, and your advantage is making what's happening less important. I mean, not less important, but you know what I mean. You know, like don't get too attached to the outside appearance of things, because it's really about the inside. I think it's like a quote that says the monk Inner peace happens when you're amongst chaos and you're still able to keep the inner peace within. It is a challenge for all of us, but it can be done with practice. Security. Cleansing. Lots of cleansing. Everyone got cleansing energy. I think everyone is cleansing themselves, cleansing their shadows of some pain, loving on their shadow pain, which is wonderful. I like seeing these energies. They both have sparkles. I think these sparkles are guardians with Artemis protecting you. You are protected. They are everywhere around you. They are protecting your security, and they are protecting you through the process of cleansing. And I feel like one of the things they want you to use as far as cleansing and security is love and joy. I don't know if joy came out here, but I feel like saying love and laughter. Conjure laughter. Laughter heals. It's good for you. Sometimes we just, I don't know about y'all, but I'm a Scorpio, so sometimes I just like to brood a lot. But it's not healthy. It's not good for you, so don't do what I do, okay? And it's water too, cleansing your emotions. And like I said, emotions may be running high, and you may be a little bit worried about what may happen, but focus on being happy, and then that will transmute the energy that will be your law of attraction to creating a happier outcome. What is it? Expect the best, prepare for the worst, but your expectation is feeling water-based, so that is your law of attraction. So you want to keep that in a happy place. Your Isis card. Ooh, that's pretty. Look at it. It's pretty. We have past life, present power. Past life, present power. So I feel like something from your past life is being returned to your present moment. It's being flipped. Many spiritual faces you. What? Many spiritual faces you? The many spiritual faces of you? Oh, God, Lord. The many spiritual faces of you. So I feel like many spiritual faces of you, pal number 4, is your guardians. You know, it's funny. Some people tend to think that guardians, angels, and demons are like outside of you, but they're really a part of you. They are you. This could be past lives that you had. Everything's energy. So I really feel like these things aren't really necessarily outside of yourself, but they can have such an energy signature that they can appear, you know, not of you, but they are you. And as you think, so shall you be. I don't know where I'm going with that. Think your guardians into existence, because they're already there. The energy's there. I feel like if you have any doubt about your protection or the where you're guided with this trust card, you are definitely guided. You're definitely protected. I mean, there's so many. Look at these lights and the security and cleansing. They're everywhere. Those are your guardians. The many faces of you, the many spiritual faces of you protecting you. Think them into existence. All right, that was awesome. Pretty. So I'm going to pull your tarot. Okay. I mean, technically, the many spiritual faces of you is like everybody on this goddamn planet. I mean, we all come from one source, one God that's fractioned into many pieces, like a shattered glass in the universe. I am you, and what I see is me. Maybe there's some power in bringing happiness into that process of recognizing yourself in another, so that can help you through conflict and defensive energies, reactive forces, and thorns and stuff like that. So, all right, utilize the many spiritual faces within yourself and without. Okay, got a lot of jumping energy. This energy pop. Okay, all right. This is a big chunk. I'm gonna put this back. I'm sorry. There's a big chunk. I'll shuffle one more time and see what I can get. Okay, just because that was a huge chunk. There's a lot. All right, I'm gonna be fair. got one. Is there another one? There's another one flipped. All right, we'll take it. Okay, thank you. So, Ace of Wands, new beginning, new seed, plant it. Ace of Swords, new ideas, plant it. The Moon, hidden things, intuition, emotions. Eight of Swords. Five of Coins. Oh, freaking conflict energy. All right, Five of Coins. Damn. I don't even know, guys. Five of Coins. Okay, and we've got this. Oh, never mind. My bad. We fixed it. We fixed it. 5 and 6. Okay, so we move from the 5 into the 6, and there's our balance again. Oh, thank God for those scales. It's like, I feel like this isn't even conflict. It looks like hands from the universe being like, here you go. And, maybe this is like, I mean, it's nothing holding, nothing's under here catching this, okay? So I feel like a loss of something, maybe. It's like you're just sprinkling it out there, no one's catching it. And then all of a sudden, there's like still the same hand, but there's like a scale there, scaling it out. And I feel like some balance is being delivered in this conflict, defense energy. Which the conflict is our 5. I feel like maybe I'll keep wanting to say this is some lost opportunity or something that wasn't caught, or you know, something, a loss of some sort, maybe a missed opportunity. And now it's funny because now it's being balanced out. So at first it was like infinite and no one's catching it, and then it's like, all right, we're going to sprinkle a little here, keep the balance. So I feel like there's a little bit of a missed opportunity, and now from the result of that 5 is kind of weighing things out more mindfully. And I feel like maybe this pile has learned something or went through some type of conflict regarding the 5 energy, and it makes me think of Artemis again, worrying about safety of things and the guidance of things. And I feel like it's maybe some regret during the loss of some stuff, just, you know, losing something. But there's a hand here, it's still there. And the hands brought the scales. So there's some justice here, and I feel like bringing things back into balance. And I feel like almost saying with the 6 of Coins, be patient, because it's not just free falling like this one. It's kind of like, all right, let's be mindful about this, you know. All right, cool. And then we have this sword energy with the 8 and the Sovereignty of Swords. With this one, oh, and we also have the Ace of Swords. Okay, lots of swords, mind, communication. I feel like it's kind of like transforming the way you think about something to make a new opportunity of something with this. So transforming something mentally, maybe transforming the way you see things, really standing in your power, because it's Sovereign of Swords, and coming up with a new path, manifesting something new. I feel like it's to move out of the 8 of Swords into maybe the next progression. or maybe to like, if there's any, well, there is conflict in this flow, because conflict is here, to a new idea to resolve this conflict in a way that is empowering in your communication. So that's pretty nice. And I feel like message from your higher self would be to really stand in your sovereignty and move from that place of empowerment, I feel like, and transforming the way you see things. Because if there's worry, I feel like there was constant reminders in this pile to let go of worry, and to trust like the process. Let me look at some of these oracles. Yeah, trusting the process, trusting yourself, and trying to make, I feel like, getting an advantage in the conflict. Without getting so swept up in the conflict, you really have to have sovereignty in how you communicate and how you're seeing things. Swords deals with sight as well. And so I feel like this is the action necessary to make this new sight. So a lot of things are hidden right now. I feel like I would even say you're hidden. And emotions here, and I feel like emotions are a form of communication with your ancestors and with yourself, with your higher self, and your lower self as well. And it's really trusting that communication, making sure that communication is clear. And this Eight of Swords could also be a communication with your higher self as well. You know, that interconnectedness with your higher self. So the message here, I would say, for this pile is to really stand in your power, trust your emotions, trust where you're led. And I feel like I am you and what I see as me could really help you through this conflict in a way that you have a better advantage. Because everything in the end is a win-win outcome. There is no loser, there is no winner. It's just a process, evolution, and maybe releasing some old ideas that are outdated, that don't serve the present moment in a way that's functional and balanced out during conflict. So that was beautiful. I hope that resonated with you. That was a little heavy. What am I doing? These don't go in there. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is how I get shadow cards and other cards, because I'm like, all right, we're done. All right, so let's close it out with, we're going to read your fortune cookie one more time. Alright, so our fortune cookie for pile number 4. I choose to be happy no matter what happens. So thank you all for joining me for this message from our higher selves for the month of December. Again, have a wonderful Neptune going direct. Haha, remembered it. And dealing with illusions that make you feel stuck, and they're all just shattering illusions of self and other and experiences we have. Enjoy your Jupiter energy with Sagittarius season with lessons and opportunities, and I will see you next month, next year for 2023. Namaste, Ashe, bye.